Howdy gang, Michelle here, and today I am bringing you one of your patron patterns. For this one, I am using, as you can see here, Karen Simply Soft. This particular color here is called Oceana, and this one here is just plain white. Now, this is my Lagatha pattern, and I was inspired. I started watching Vikings, and I know that it's spelled differently than in the show. And the reason why I did that is because you guys know me well enough and know that I'm big on copyright. So I did not want to do it exactly spelled like her name, because then there could be a little bit of a gray area with copyright. So I did it phonetically. So it sounds like Agatha, but with an L. So Lagatha. Anyway, the reason why I did this one is that she inspired this so much, because if you've ever watched the show Vikings, you'll understand that Lagartha is a very dynamic woman. She's very mysterious. She's got her dark points, her light points, her soft points, her hard points. And I really put all of that into this particular hat. Now, this one here in the picture, let me grab this one real quick. I should have brought it over here. I had to step over Riley, is this one here. And I used black as my main color. And these colors in the middle here is Universal Yarn Classic Shades Frenzy in a color called Cellar Door. I got this at my landlady's knit shop, but you can either get it from her or you can get it from Universal Yarns. But I will say that if you buy from Universal Yarns directly, they actually jack the price up a little bit, because they want you to purchase directly from the local yarn shop. So I will put the link to my landlady's knit shop where I got it. And I put this fun palm on here that is a mixture of, you got pink, you got purple, you got blue, you got some white, just to kind of break it up a little bit and show you all the fun colors in this. Now, this one that I'm doing is the opposite as far as the dynamic look of it. This one I went with white as my main color and this Oceana as my contrast color, because I wanted you to see the difference in how it looks between a dark version and a light version. So it's like day and night. So this is very customizable, I guess you can say. You can do any colors that you want. If you want to do two solids, if you want to do a solid and a mix, like I did with this one here, it's totally up to you. Your imagination is your limit. Okay, so there you go. Now with this one, obviously you guys will have the PDF as well. This is broken down into sections, as you can see. So you're going to do your brim. For me, I did 12 rounds of knit one, purl one. And then you're going to go and tie in your contrast color and get started in this first section. Now, this first section is 5 sets of rounds 1 through 4, which I'm going to show you. So the colored section where your contrast color is going to be 5 sets. Then you're going to break it up with your main color, and this is 2 sets. 5 sets, 2 sets, 5 sets, and then you close it off with 2, and then you add your palm, or if you don't want to add a palm, you can just do the 4 peg repeat, however you want to do it. Okay, and this is actually pretty simple. The reason why it looks a bit complicated, it's all about the stitches. Everything is a knit and a purl. Okay, so as you can see here with the pattern, here's your brim. Like I said, I did 12 rounds in my main color of the knit one, purl one. And then you're going to tie in or bring in your contrast color. And then you're going to do 5 sets of rows 1 through 4 using both your main color and your contrast color, as I mentioned. Okay, so round 1, CC means contrast color, as you can see here in your abbreviation section that I always put for everybody. MC is main color. So for me, my main color is the black. In this one shown in the one that I showed you that's already done. And my contrast color is Cellar Door on this one here, which I already showed you guys. Okay, so main color, you're going to do your brim, then you're going to tie in your contrast color. Round 1, in your contrast color, you're going to purl 1, knit 1 all the way around. Row 2, with your main color, so with black for me, I knitted all the way around. And knit is only true knit or U-knit, no E-wrap. No E-wrap at all on this, okay? Round 3 is your contrast color again, and you're going to flip. So on 1, we did purl 1, knit 1. On 3, we're going to do knit 1, purl 1. So it's kind of like a seed stitch, but it's broken up a little bit. And then on row 4, in your main color, you're going to knit. So you're going to do 5 sets of these, 20 rows total. And then you're going to switch, once you're done those 5 sets, then you're going to switch to your main color. For me, it was black for this one. And you're going to do 2 sets of rows 1 through 4, which is the same up here, but you're only going to use your main color. So row 1 is purl 1, knit 1 in the main color. Row 2 is just all knit in your main color. Number 3 is main color, knit 1, purl 1. 4 is just knit. So you're going to do 2 sets of that, and then you're just going to repeat that. You come back up here, do 5 sets, 2 sets, 5 sets, and then you're going to close it with 2. So as I just showed you here, I did my brim in my main, then I did 5 sets of the black or my main color and my contrast, 2 sets here, 5 sets here, 2 sets here, 5 sets here, and then I did 2 sets and my close off there before I added my pom. All right, so it looks complicated, but it's really not. And this is one that I actually really love, the dark, but I also love the light version that I'm doing. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys the dynamic between both of them and how different they could be. Now, you can use, I recommend even number of pegs, but if you only have a 41 peg, you can totally use a 41 peg. With this, you're just going to throw in 1 extra by your starter peg, I suggest. So that way it's worn on the back side and it's kind of hidden. Okay. And then you guys know me well enough to know I love my masking tape. So I just get some painter's tape and I mark it. And for this, the great thing is you don't need to really remember much. I marked every other one. So that way I know, number 1, when I do my border, when I do my brim, you know, knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, purl 1. And then as you go into it, you know, on rows 1 and 3, you're going to purl 1, knit 1, or knit 1, purl 1. So you really don't have to mark your loom much more than just, you know, every other, and then you know where you're going. So I always use painter's tape. For this one, I use Scotch blue painter's tape. And the thickness on this, I want to say it's 1 inch. I try not to get it too much. Oh, it's 3/4. This is 3/4 inch width right here. So that way it doesn't leave any tackiness on your looms. It is easily visible with any kind of ink or Sharpie that you put on here, whether it's colored or not. My nails are matching. And once you're done, it's easily able to be taken off. And the 3/4 inch is perfect because you have just enough up on the top and just enough on the bottom. Okay, so that's how simple this one is. I am so super excited to see everybody's ideas and what you guys do with this, because it's limitless. Like I say, your imagination is your only limitation. So the color combinations on this, I'm so excited to see what everybody does. Super excited. All right. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been my patron all this time. I can't even begin to express how much you guys mean to me. I'm still in shock and awe that you guys, you like me. You really, really like me. And you allow me to, I'm not crying, to create for you all. It helps push me outside of my own comfort zone sometimes. It's constantly got me thinking, And I appreciate and love you guys so much for that. So there you go, guys. Happy looming. I can't wait to see what everybody does with this. And you guys are the best. Love you. Happy looming. Bye.